So believe it or not everybody coming to this conference is an old hand. In fact, there's probably about 500 of you out there who have never been before. So we're looking for some top tips, and who better to turn to than John Firman. John, welcome.
Good morning.
Nice to see you.
Good to be here.
Now you run a session, don't you, for people who are just coming to the conference for the first time. They're looking for some top tips. What do you say?
We call it the first timer orientation program, and it's a couple hours, and what we do is we invite anybody who's never been here before to come on in and spend some time with us. We introduce them to the executive leadership of the IACP. They stop in, our president, the executive director comes in and then gives them a bit of a chat. But the most important thing about the session is how to manage the conference itself, how to work through a 4 or 5 day event, and when it's brand new to you and you have no idea really where to go or what to do.
So how do you do that?
Well, we tell them to be very, very strategic. We break it down into 3 elements. We break it down into the 3 things that police like the most, which is, first of all, interaction with their colleagues, simply just interaction and companion, getting together with people, talking to them, meeting old friends, that sort of thing. And that's important here. There's no question that's important. The second thing, though, is education. We have over 250 educational sessions. We want to make sure they understand that after the collegial stuff, you've got a huge educational program running. It's like a university running in 4 days. And then the third thing, of course, are the exhibits. And they're here to look at what manufacturers are making that can make you a better police department. So we break that down into those 3 elements, and we say, look, here's how you can balance those 3 things. Too much collegiality, too much sort of sitting around having coffee with other folks, you could do that at home, and that might not benefit you the most. And also you can also overwhelm yourself with educational sessions. There's 250. Realistically, you're only going to get to go to 5 or 10. So how do you choose the ones you want to go to? And then back to exhibits, it's the same thing. You're going to walk through 2 football fields worth of exhibits. How do you decide what booth you should spend more or less time in? So we try to get them literally to develop their own strategic plan to say, okay, here's how I'm going to address these 3 elements of this conference.
And by the time they come next year, they'll be old hands.
They're old timers. Truthfully, by the time it's done, they know what to do. And the last thing we really push them on is make the most of it. We tell them they're representing their mayor, their governor, their citizens, their police officers, and so we make it clear to them that it's awfully important that they succeed at conference because they're representing their jurisdiction. And when they go home, they have to be able to say, hey, I did good for you. I learned things that'll make us a better police department.
Well, John, thank you very much indeed. We love the conference, and I'm sure they will too. So thank you.
Okay, great. Good to be here.